To this now, Medipos Medical Aid, which is exclusive to South African post office workers, has taken its fight against curatorship to the Pretoria High Court. The move by the Council for Medical Schemes is due to the repeated failure to pay contributions, which now total more than 600 million rand. Ntokozo Khumalo has this report.
Over 4,500 retrenched South African post office workers received the first tranche of their severance packages last week. However, the non-payment of medical contributions of close to 700 million rand to the post office medical aid company Medipos is now in court and may not be resolved anytime soon. Nathan Bowers, a post office employee and union representative, says the post office has been toying with workers' financial health as the issue of non-payment has been going on for more than 2 years.
They have corrupted the post office, deducting monies from the workers and not paying it over to the relevant authorities, even UIF, and of course the medical aid.
Bowers say the scheme was a lifesaver for workers and their families, allowing them to have access to quality private healthcare that they would not otherwise afford.
Medical aid charges an exorbitant amount of monies to workers. So workers must, our call as the CW is that workers must have an option whether they want to join the medical aid or not.
However, at the Pretoria High Court, the legal team for the Council for Medical Schemes argued that Medipos did not fight hard enough for its members.
The members of this medical scheme paid. It was deducted from their salaries. The employer did not pay it over to the medical scheme. And frankly, my lady, the medical scheme did not do enough to recover that money.
However, back in 2021, the South African Post Office and Medipos reached an agreement in the labour courts in Johannesburg for the Post Office to pay the historical debt and current contributions in tranches. That's after the scheme expressed its intention to suspend workers' benefits following the Post Office's failure to pay the full contributions since June 2020. At the time, the historical debt was less than 43 million rand. Straightom says the suspension of workers from the scheme motivated the Council of Medical Schemes to place Medipos under curatorship.
What remains uncontested is that, my lady, there was financial difficulties. For 13 days, the members of Medipos, I think it's 11,000 members, and all beneficiaries were without cover.
Advocate Aslam Bava represented Medipos hit back, saying the medical aid scheme has been forced to tap into its financial reserves in a bid to protect post office workers. This led to Medipos' financial reserves going from 400 million rand to 200 million rand while fighting the post office to pay their workers' contributions. Despite an order by the Labour Court forcing the Post Office to pay 20 million rand per month for outstanding contributions between October and November 2021, Medipos says the payments were inconsistent.
What SAPA was doing, it was collecting the 2/3 and not paying even its 1/3, so it was just keeping it all.
Bava told the courts that placing Medipos under full curatorship will also not protect the remaining members of the scheme who do not face retrenchment. Instead, this could lead to Medipos eventually shutting its doors with no accountability and no healthcare cover for thousands of workers. Bava says Medipos had an active board of trustees who are no longer active. While the court battle continues, post office workers say they can't afford to pay for their healthcare needs, with some workers reportedly being turned away at private hospitals because they do not have medical aid. The case continues at the Pretoria High Court on Wednesday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Pretoria.